Brand new homes and a brand new way of living. It's a concept that on this scale hasn't been seen for over a century.
We're first for this generation, and I feel immensely proud.
This is going to be a flagship for the north of England.
The skies over this part of Cheshire once roared with incredible aeronautical achievements.
698 Woodford Tower, cleared for takeoff.
And now on the ground, something's happening which celebrates that past, but will also transform the future of modern homes. This is the story of Woodford Garden Village. This is Redrow's innovative concept for modern living. Wide, green, open spaces, modern homes packed full of heritage, and a range of amenities to create and sustain a brand new community. It's called a garden village.
It is unique, and it is a sheer joy to have the opportunity to do something like this and leave the legacy for future generations. The way they're set out, with masses of open space and arts and crafts architecture, is just perfect for Redrow.
From the moment you enter the site, Woodford Garden Village in Cheshire is instantly recognisable as something completely different. But its roots date back over a century. In 1903, Letchworth Garden City was a first. Newly built homes were separated by green belts of land, allowing for wide open spaces. The man who gave birth to this form of living was Sir Ebenezer Howard, who believed that people should live directly alongside nature. Fast forward over a century, and Redrow are adopting and modernising the garden city concept. Here in Woodford, the garden village idea is based on those early principles, but on the scale of a single development. Alongside the schools and healthcare facilities are £28 million worth of community amenities, including a village green, picnic areas, tree-lined avenues, parks and sports facilities. And the features of this special site give some clues about its amazing past. In 2011, Harrow Estates, who are Redrow's land and master planning division, bought this 500-acre airfield, once owned by BAE Systems.
It's steeped in history, all the way from 1920 through to 2011. This has been one of the basic centres of aviation in British history. It's very unique. It's one of the largest brownfield sites in the northwest of England, if not the north of England.
Woodford Aerodrome will always be famous for producing some of Britain's finest ever flying machines. The Lancaster bomber, the Vulcan bomber, and Nimrod.
History is important to all of us. In its height, there were 3,000 people worked here. The community around here know this site so well, and I think it's important to leave some form of legacy. Hence, when you see the scheme for the site, you'll see the design principles have been embedded in the new layout for the site, replacing the tarmac runways with green corridors.
When Harrow Estates bought this land, Redrow thought the site was perfect for their garden village concept.
It gave us the opportunity to do something that we wouldn't ordinarily have the opportunity to do, and that's to build a new community, but with masses of open space. With our product, the Heritage Collection, it is just perfect.
Plans were soon drawn up and taken to the local councils. It was ambitious.
When we first saw the outline plans, I felt that they were of the kind of scale and quality that we needed in that location. And I was quite excited by them, really, because it's very, very rare for a site of that size and of that quality to come available for residential development. and it was really important that we had someone with the right vision. Now it's coming out of the ground, it's very, very exciting, and I hope that we'll have a very good relationship for the rest of the scheme.
Work commenced in 2015. As part of the agreement, Harrow were first on site to carefully demolish the buildings and runways and transform them into reusable construction materials, effectively embedding the heritage of the site in everything being built here today.
Historically, it's good to reuse, so what has been built here is then put back into the fabric of the site, dismantling the buildings, dismantling the runways in such a way that the material can be crushed, reused and put back into the actual development.
It took Harrow Estates 2 years to complete the planning phase and a further 12 months for the demolition and site preparation. Redrow then took over, with plans for around 1,000 homes. The range of homes are also incredibly varied, with something for each demographic, from first-time buyers to growing families and downsizers. On site, the construction is creating hundreds of jobs and boosting the local economy. And this part of Cheshire is seeing huge demand for homes, so Woodford Garden Village couldn't come at a better time.
This is going to be 1,000 new homes in an area of very, very high demand.
We're incredibly proud of this, and it's going to be one we'll stand back and bring people to in many years to come.
This is a site with a proud and famous history. And that's not been forgotten. The echoes of the past are still here, embedded into the DNA of the site.
This is going to be something quite unique, and it's great to be doing it.
Redrow's Garden Village concept is ushering in a new age of modern house building and ultimately a better way to live.